Hello and welcome to R. This is a video series on using R for your basic data analytics needs. And in this video, we're going to take a look at comments and libraries, how we start our scripts when we create an R script, which is, again, consisting of R commands that we're going to pass along to R. We can create the set of commands in a script. And we're going to open up a script file that we've created here called automotive sales. So, and you can see this is our data type or file type. So click on that file and now we'll open RStudio. And here we go. We have our consoles is all set up. We can see the files are from the automotive sales directory. And we can see that where my R script is right there. And I also loaded a CSV file. This is going to contain my sales data that I'll be loading into R. So I placed that in my working directory. Again, that's automotive sales is in my working directory. And I place that into my analytics projects folder. So what you see here at the top is, first of all, I typically, and every developer is going to work differently, but what I typically do is at the top of my script, I like to provide some documentation to remind me or whoever's going to be working on the script in the future, the purpose of this. And these are called comments. So this allows you to provide some documentation or instructions on the script. And what you do is if you precede everything by a hashtag or £, that's going to tell R to ignore this line, that's just a comment. It's something that R is not going to execute. It's like just providing your comments, your text in the script. So every line that starts with a £, or a hashtag sign, that means that's going to be a comment. And then here I put an explanation of what the script is for, who created the script, and the date which the script was created. And I usually put some type of border before and after, just kind of creating a kind of a block saying this is my introduction part of my script. And then each of the sections of the script, I put another command or another comment here. And I have some type of pattern just so I know that this is a section in my script. And here I'm going to set the working directory and load the libraries. So I'm telling that myself in the future or if other users are going to be using the script, what's taking place. So here I have another comment saying here's setting the work directory, and I'm issuing the set work directory command and establishing where my working directory is. And actually this is called automotive sales now. And when I do a Control plus Enter, it's going to execute that. And now I see down here in the console, it set the working directory, and that would also show up over my files here. And if I do a Get Working Directory command, Control or Enter, or what I could do is just click on Run, and that will run whatever I have highlighted. So I'm going to click on Run, and now that's going to show me what my working directory is. Okay, so next I'm going to load some libraries. So the power of R and how we can make it do more and more different functions are through libraries. And so these libraries are going to be, we call them packages, and they're going to be sets of functions that are going to exist within a package. So these are different commands that we can call in R. Now, a very common, it's like a super package, is called tidyverse. So tidyverse is going to be the package I'm going to load into most of my scripts. Just it contains so many of the different libraries or different packages that I need. If I load tidyverse, it might be overkill more than what I need, but it's going to be assured that I'm going to get most of my commands through that. So I, by default, typically load tidyverse. Again, different R developers are going to be doing things different. This is a basic instruction, so I'm taking the easy way out. So I'm going to use tidyverse. So first I have to install it. If I have not already installed tidyverse on my computer here, I'm going to run install.packages and then in quotes the name of the package. I'm going to Control Enter and see down here in my console, it's going using the internet to go out and capture that package, bringing that down to my computer and installing it. And then once it's installed, and now I want to be able to use it in my R environment, I have to load the library. So loading the library, it will load. We can only load those packages that are installed. So here I'm going to load the tidyverse library. So the command is library, and then in parentheses, the name of the package. Now, what's interesting here is the install.packages requires the library name to be in quotes. When we load it through our library command, it does not need to be in quotes. So I'm going to go ahead and Control Enter, and then I'm seeing here that my tidyverse library is all loaded and ready to go. So again, we're using hashtags or pound signs to indicate that that line in our script is a comment. I'm using different indicators to break apart my introductory comments and the different sections of my script. We can go ahead and hit that command, Control Enter to execute any one of the commands where where the cursor's on, or if I want to highlight it, I can click on the Run button. And then we use libraries. Most common library will be tidyverse that will bring in additional functions or a large set of functions that we can rely on for our analysis. Now, base R has several different functions, but the tidyverse set of functions provides a lot functions that are easier to use. So that's why we're going to default with that. So again, this is a video on showing you how to use comments and libraries in your R script.